Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Well, the film I'm going to talk about right now is called Hidden Figures. Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Well, the film I'm going to talk about right now is called Hidden Figures. Well, this is about math, so those are the figures right there. But what's hidden? Well, what's hidden is the history of these African-American women who worked for the space program in the 1960s and 50s, 60s, probably to the 70s. Now, I didn't know anything about these glorious women who worked for the space program because it was hidden. No one ever told me about it. I'm sure I could have found that information if I looked it up in a library or something like that, but who knows? You know, this was going on during the Jim Crow era. You know, you had colored bathrooms, colored water fountains, and this is in the South also. So that's why it's called Hidden Figures. Well, this is about three women. That's Katherine Johnson, played by Taraji P. Henson. Mary Jackson, played by Janelle Monáe. Dorothy Vaughan, played by Octavia Spencer. Now, these women were mathematicians. In fact, they're in a room, and the black women there were one room, which they call them the colored computers, because at that time in the early 60s, NASA did not have any type of computers. And all the numbers that they put together, they went to the men, and the men got paid much more money, and they call that a little more prestigious. So, you know, the men took more credit for it than the women in the space program. Now, Dorothy, which is played by Octavia Spencer, here's an example of what happened to her. They made her like a de facto supervisor, but she kept asking, when you going to give me a title? When you going to give me a raise? I really need a real title so these women can really listen to me. And also, she taught these other women to start learning more and more about computers and how they work because, you know, she saw the future in that. And she also taught the women, too, to use much more electronics in dealing with these problems. But the bulk of the film is about Miss Johnson, and she got out of the, as they call it, the color computer ghetto, as they call it, and she started working with the men, putting the figures together. But unfortunately, because Jim Crow and racism and jealousy from the white males there, they didn't give her all the information, and they didn't help her out. In fact, there was only one colored bathroom for the women to go to. And when Miss Johnson went to the bathroom, she had to go almost a half a mile, you know, to go there when there was a bathroom right next door, you know, white woman bathroom. And, you know, that was a problem for her. Now, these women, they really went through a lot to help the space program, but they went through a lot of racism too, which is very, very unfortunate. Now, Katherine Johnson, she really went through a lot in the film, you know, about her work, you know. But her boss was played by Kevin Costner. He didn't know what was going on because, you know, his focus was, let's get these men in the air. Let's get this program going. But he didn't know all the things that was going on with the people there and what the racism was going on with the women, and also with Miss Johnson there sitting right under his desk. And his name was Al Harrison. You know, he worked there, but he didn't see all that. He didn't want to see all that. He just wanted to do one thing. Now, part of the film that it was a little bit weak or didn't give a lot, it was about these women's personal lives, what went on in their personal life. They just showed a little taste of it. And I wanted to get a little bit more, but they would have made the movie a little bit longer and things like that. And, you know, that's what they focus on. Now, the director, Theodore Melfi, he also helped write the script with Allison Schroeder. And also in this film, too, I talked about Costner and people like that. Jim Parsons in this, Mahershala Ali, and Kirsten Dunst. She's in this film too. Now, this is the type of film you say, oh man, I wish I knew more about this, or, you know, I'm glad I saw this film. That's why I enjoyed this film. I said that. I said, I enjoyed this. I like the way they put it together. Sure, I didn't get to learn a lot about their personal life, and they didn't make the racism so overt. You know, that there was no N-words in it and things like that, no cursing and things like that, because that would have distracted me, definitely, if they had a little bit more of that from the actual message and the film. That's why I'm giving this film, Hidden Figures, 3.5 palm trees out of 4, or 3.5 stars out of 4. Entertainment, knowledge, and also introducing me to these women that I did not know nothing about. Oh, 1 star they had in here too. Well, 1 figure, John Glenn. John Glenn was totally dependent on Miss Johnson's work before he set his foot into the capsule. He would acknowledge that before he died. And, you know, I'm glad he did. And I'm glad they put this film out. Very important film, very nice film, good acting, good story. 3.5 palm trees from me, Al McGee, at your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Hey, thanks for watching.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest movies.